Hi, everybody. I'm here to do chapter 12. We get advice from a poodle, chapter summary. And what I'm going to do while I'm doing the chapter summary is play a little background music. And there's a reason for that. We'll find out right away. So, they escaped Medusa, and now they're walking, trying to find help. And what we're going to start seeing in this novel is the sense of how the earth is just not being taken care of. It's being left a mess, pollution, the environment is just taken for granted. So Grover is looking around and he is very sad at all the litter and what is happening with the environment. And he's a searcher and he's actually looking for Pan, the god Pan, not a frying pan. And Pan is the god of nature and the wild, okay? So, a little story about Pan here. Just turn this up a little bit so we get in listening to this. So, the god of wild places disappeared 2,000 years ago, he told me. A sailor off the coast of Ephesus heard a mysterious voice crying out from the shore, "Tell them that the great god Pan has died." When humans heard the news, they believed it. They've been pillaging Pan's kingdom ever since. But for satyrs, Pan was our lord and master. He protected us and the wild places of the earth. We refused to believe that he died. In every generation, the bravest satyrs pledged their lives to find Pan. They searched the earth, exploring all the wildest places, hoping to find where he is hidden and wake him up from his sleep. So Grover shares a little bit about how he was a searcher. He was in trouble. He was searching about 5 years ago, if that's important. And he said, don't be so hard on her, Percy. She's had a tough life, but she's a good person. After all, she forgave me. His voice faltered. What do you mean, I asked. Forgave you for what? So that's a little bit about some foreshadowing. But then suddenly, Grover seems very interested in playing notes on his pipes. And this is the music of a pan flute. Very much like a flute, except it's made out of reeds. And this is a well-known pan flute player named Gheorge Zamfir. So we're getting a little bit also into the timeline. So they have 9 days to find the Master Bolt before the summer solstice. Okay? That's June 21st. So there's a little bit of a crunch, and they're still basically in New Jersey, which is way far away if you look at your map that I gave for you guys to label from Los Angeles. Now Percy's having another dream. And this dream, again, is very strange. There's a battle. He's talking to somebody, and he just doesn't seem to know who it is. And now Annabeth is kind of getting curious, as well as Grover. The next part of this is near the end, because this was a short chapter. We get advice from a poodle. Well, lo and behold, Grover found a poodle that was lost named Gladiola. She's pink, and there's a $200 reward. So they're going to return Gladiola to Gladiola's owners to collect on the reward. Gladiola really doesn't want to go back. She ran away on purpose, but is doing Grover a favor. And we also see that Grover can communicate with animals. So that could be important. Never know. So they are going to catch an Amtrak train at noon because there's a train station nearby. So at the end of this chapter, they are getting back on a train and hopefully getting, as soon as they can, into Los Angeles. All right. And the assignment for this section is a quick one, just doing a tweet. Percy sending one to Camp Half-Blood, hopefully to Chiron, asking for some help and telling what happened to them so far. I mean, a bus blowing up, Medusa attacking them, quite a bit of stuff. And think about how much money they might need and whether they should ask for that. So that's it for the Chapter 12 summary, and goodbye.